Hello guys, welcome to another video on HTML5 and CSS3 chapter. In this video we'll start learning a very cool feature on HTML5. Another one is the web storage, and basically what we will be able to do with this is remember when we used cookies and sessions to store some values in your browser, so that we'll be able to go to other websites. But when we return back to that website, we will have logged in, our name, a bunch of features and values and content and options that we choose previously on the website, and they would still be there. So we use that and we create that with sessions and cookies, as long as the browser is open. So whenever you close the browser, all those features would be lost. But as long as the browser is open, all those values and all those options will still be there. I'm going to show you how to do that without having to use sessions or cookies in PHP. This is a very easy way to do that and to store those values or options of the user in the browser. But remember, as long as the browser is open, okay? So whenever you close the browser, everything is lost. So I'm going to show you how to do that with web storage. The first thing I want you guys to do is you can create the code I have here and link to the style.css file, and also link to hi.js file. I call it hi, you can call it whatever you want. So this means that we will use some JavaScript, and we will also style our page. The first thing I want you guys to do is create a form in here, and let's create 3 paragraphs. This is where I'm going to put the inputs. I'm not going to put a fancy form right now, because this is just for a very simple example. And in here, the first thing I want you guys to type is 1. Or in here you type 2, and in here let's create right now the input button. Input type equals button. Let's give it an ID of button as well, and value is equal to save. Okay, now in here let's create, or here in the first one, let's create an input type equals to text, ID equals to 1, and here let's create a text area, ID equals 2, and close it, and close this text area. Okay, so we are done with the form. Now in here I want to mention that what I'm going to create here is a little form with, as you can see here, with an input and a text area. Now for the web storage, or to store these values, this is going to be a value, and this is going to be another value. Now the browser sees these values as we normally do. We call it a key, and the second one normally call it a value. You can call this variable or key. Okay, I'm gonna leave these here just for you to remember what these values are for the browser or for the web storage in this case. So this will be a key or a variable, and we'll hold this value here, which is going to be whatever we type in the text area. Let me check this, how this is in the Chrome. Let me check this. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to create two sections as well. The first section is going to call is where going to be the form. So the first section is going to be called ID left box. Let's close it here. And the next section is going to have an ID right box, and you can close it here section. Okay. Inside section, you can play here. You can place display results. Now we are ready. So we have two sections. Section 1 where the form is, and section 2 where display results is going to be. As you probably imagine now, what I'm doing here is to have two sections. The first section will have is where we can type whatever values we want into the form. We will click the button, okay, which is this one here, and the results will display automatically in this section, which is the right box. Okay, probably this is a little bit ugly now in Chrome. Let me check this out. Yes. Okay. As you can see, it's oops. No, it's perfect. This is not the example that I wanted to show you. Okay, here it is. Now, this is what we have right now. Okay, this is what you should have right now. You have the section 1 where the form is pretty ugly, and then you have section 2 with this display results. I'm gonna style this with CSS in the next video, so we can have this a little bit more presentable. So we'll have the form in here and the display results next to it. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Bye.